Welcome to my market wrap for Thursday, January 26, 2017. Well, we had one record today. Um, Dow closed above 20,100, surprisingly. Um, but most other indices were negative. So the broader market was negative. I'm going to call it a negative day, even though we did break a new record on the Dow, and all the major indices were, in fact, in record territory earlier in the day. So there was a lot of volatility. Not huge volatility, but volatility nonetheless. So let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed up 32.40 points to 20,100.91, or up 0.16%. The Nasdaq Composite closed up 1.16 points to 5655.18, or 0.02%. The broad-based S&P 500 closed down 1.69 points to 2296.68, which we did actually have an intraday high of over 2300. So that was good news, but the fact that we didn't get there is showing a little bit of softness. So that was down 0.07%. The small cap Russell 2000 closed down 6.60 points to 1375.84, or down 0.48%. Excuse me. Going on to other indices, the NASDAQ 100 triple Qs, this is interesting, was up 5.45 points to 5156.92, or up 0.011%. The S&P Midcap 400 closed down 5.41 points to 1704.88, or down 0.32%. The S&P Small Cap 600 Index closed down 4.94 points to 841.84, or 0.58%. The NYSE Composite Index closed down 26.14 points to 11,312.91, or down 0.23%. The XAU, the Gold and Silver Index, closed down 2.11 points to 88.25, or down 2.33%. And the semiconductors, the SOX index, closed down 5.86 points to 950.20, or down 0.61%. And the VIX, the volatility index, is continuing its slide down 0.06 points to 10.75, or down 0.56%. Looking at market internals today, volume looked to be about average, nothing too heavy, nothing too light. So total share volume on the New York Stock Exchange, 3.59 billion shares traded, of which 1.39 billion was advancing, 2.13 billion was declining, and 66 million shares were unchanged. Looking at the Nasdaq stock market, total share volume, 1.82 billion shares traded, of which 849 million were advancing, 940 million were declining, and 30.4 million were unchanged. Looking at the NYSE market, or soon to be known the NYSE American, used to be known as the Amex, total share volume traded 111 million shares, of which 48 million was advancing, 58 million were declining, and 4.5 million were unchanged. Looking at the advanced decline line or market breadth on the New York Stock Exchange, 1,441 issues were advancing, 1,559 were declining, and 105 were unchanged. Slightly to the negative, nothing too big. On the NASDAQ market, this is a little bit wider. 1,102 issues were advancing, 1,743 were declining, and 165 issues were unchanged. Looking at the NYSE market or Amex, 130 issues were advancing, 183 issues were declining, and 28 issues were unchanged. So again, a slight to more severe, depending on what market you're looking at, advanced decline line, although still not huge. I mean, basically, we're going to call it, in essence, unchanged. Now, let's take a look at currencies versus the US dollar. The euro, 1.0670, down point zero point zero zero seven seven. Bleh. Little tongue tie. The Japanese yen at 114.63, up 1.35. And my favorite currency, the English pound, 1.2581, down 0.0052. The Australian dollar, 0.7530, down 0.0042. And the Swiss franc is at 1.0015, up 0.0021. Now, into the futures market, West Texas Intermediate crude, 53.78, up 1.03, or up 1.95%. Brent North Sea crude, 56.20, up 1.12, or up 2.03%. Gold, 1191.20, down 9.30, or down 0.77%. Gold's been on a slide lately. Looks like people are looking to get out of safety and get back into the equities and bonds as well. So it's interesting to see these shifts periodically and how assets are moving and shifting. And silver, 16.800, down 0.180, or down 1.06%. And now in the equity index futures, Dow Jones futures, 20,041, up 38 points, or up 0.19%. S&P 500 future, 2293.50, down 0.50, or down 0.02%. And last but not least, the 10-year bond up 3/32 of a point, yield to maturity down to 2.502%. So very, even though we broke past 20,100, which is great on the Dow, I mean, industrials are going to do great with this new administration. But look at the underlying numbers, either unchanged or slightly negative, and it is seen by the other indices in the market. I think we need to take a breather. I do think come March you might see a 5 to 10% correction, which is healthy. So adjust accordingly. You guys do the research for yourselves and see what's going on out there. And please don't be afraid to comment. And if you found this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, please support me on Patreon. Link will be in the description. As well as I just want to close and say, never give up on your dreams. Always fight the good fight. Persevere no matter what. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.